Yaakar. 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 And Yaakar is because we Kai.
Okay.
Right.
See, without a people that actually is made in the image of Yah, he does not live. Did you hear me?
Okay.
Because 2,000 years ago, I want you to think of a basketball game. If you playing basketball and the ball accidentally, somebody lose the ball and it goes off the court, what happens with the time?
Stop.
Say it again.
It stops.
You was taken out of the game 2,000 years ago. Did you hear me?
Okay.
And another ball was put on the court. Wasn't your ball. Did you hear me? Somebody else's time began. Ain't that right, Atur?
Absolutely.
The time of the who?
The Gentiles.
And not just the Gentiles, the Euro-Gentiles. The Greeks and the Romans. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
That's why in 1976, Archbishop of Poland, Karol Wojtyla, who became John Paul II, said, our civilization is facing the greatest test in 2,000 years. What was he talking about?
Yaakar.
What was he talking
Children
about?
of Israel.
Because somebody was being put back on the court again. You hear me? We determine the time now. The time is now for us. And who is us? The damaged civilization. I want to read just one little thing to you. Genesis, the 19th chapter, the 23rd verse. And it reads on this wise. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar. See, Lot was living down there. See, this is Sodom and Gommorah. Did you hear me?
Moab,
But I want you to understand why this place looked like this, because it looked like fire hit it.
That's right.
Don't it? Don't look like too much growing down there. Is that correct? But remember, when Lot first moved there, this place was full of rivers and it was green like up in the north.
party spot.
It says, then Yahweh rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plains and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
But his wife looked back from behind him and she became a pillar of salt. You know what? They got a replica of something that looked like a pillar and said to him, that's
Lot's wife.
That's Lot's wife. But let me tell you what happened. Lot's wife got bitter. See, salt is bitter. She did not want to leave that plain because that was like the twin cities of Los Angeles and San Francisco put together.
Okay.
San Francisco.
That's right.
And so that you'd understand about Sodom and Gomorrah, when you are a sodomite, that means that you are immoral sexually. Not a baby, but the adults, you know what a sodomite is.
Absolutely.
They got a lot of them in the world right now. They got rights. They get married. The whole world is Sodom and Gomorrah right now. And guess what? It's a fire coming from heaven on them.
Yes.
You possess that fire. That fire is truth.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's keep moving.
Let's bring the brothers out. Yemuel, can you bring the brothers out and introduce them to us, please?
Yes.
Oh.
Hallelujah.
Again, brothers. Remember I shared with you in the State of the World Forum that we're working with the other indigenous Africans here so that Israel can take on another character. Remember Nasik Emmanuel said they need to stop trying to project Israel as being a European state. That's because 60% of indigenous Israel are of African descent. Okay? And these are some of the true faces of the face of Israel, Africans. These brothers are part of the Rahat or Seg Shalom community. And what we're doing now, we're working together to represent the African diaspora, so to say, with the African Union. Remember I explained that the African Union is giving the African diaspora the opportunity to participate in the African Union agenda. Well, we're teaming up, we're partnering with the other African indigenous communities to represent that African diaspora that will be linked with the African Union in the near future. And these are some of the brethren that we're working with. And they'll be joining us today for this sacred visitation.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Shalom, shalom. These are three representative families. They're from Seg Shalom, but they represent the Ishmaelite community, the African Ishmaelite community all over the land. We have first Brother Abd al-Hamid, and he is a social worker and teacher, right? And he does many things. Organizes events for children. Right now, I'm working with with the brothers and sisters. I'm teaching them English. I'm an English teacher, so I teach them English. They teach me Arabic and teach me the culture of the Islamic world here. Second, we have his brother, Abd al-Hamid's brother. This is Abd al-Salam. Abd al-Salam is a master builder. If you can, I mean, I can't even put into words what he does with concrete. Wow. I can't even put into words.
They're master builders. Master builders.
His home, it'll blow you away. If you ever get a chance to stop in the Seg Shalom and check out the brother's home, you'll be amazed what he's done with his hands.
Yes.
And finally, this is Mubarak. This is the husband of. Oh, I gotta go back a little bit. I met these brothers second. This is a second wave. The first brother that I met and connected with is a brother, Abd al-Rahman from Rahat. He's an art teacher. So he and I came together. We were talking, I was learning from him. He was teaching me Arabic. I was teaching him English. This brother married one of his daughters, as well as Abd al-Hamid is married to one of his daughters. So you can see it's just one big family that's all connected out. So if you have the opportunity, please introduce yourselves. Feel free to speak English. They're learning English and they want. It helps them a lot for us to speak English to them. And as you go on through the day, you'll begin to see why. I know all of you all probably have seen a lot about Israel on your television screens in the West, but you never saw these three brothers.
Right. That's right.
Atur Khazriel and Sari Yakim will explain to you why, and why it's so important that we're reconnecting in this time in this season.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
And then finally, see this is just a testimony of your great culture and doctrine. You see, the Western Euro-Gentile Ishmaelites or Arabs and the Euro-Gentile or the Eurocentric Jews, they have a 2,000-year conflict that they can't resolve because no one is telling the truth. You see, these brethren, the true face of Islam and the true face of Judaism, we don't even have a problem. We've resolved. No problem. So we're telling the world that we can resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict in an hour.
Just like that.
In an hour. Give us the agenda. Let us at the conference table. Just the peace and the continuity that exists between our communities, if they just tell the truth. That's the point. Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Okay, we can get back to our buses, please. Be careful going down the stairs. Okay, come on. Take a pen.
About the Eurocentric.